Whenever I look for complex quotes or genuine words of wisdom, my first point of call, above parents, mom, dad, brothers, uncles and aunties, my first point of call is always John Ryan.
Doing big things is hard.
Thanks, John. Wise words. Doing big things is hard. Welcome to Stephen Johnson Stocks. I am closing in on what I feel is my best month ever, but we'll get into the stats in just a little bit. I want to kind of get back to what John Ryan was saying, because big things are difficult. Trading is difficult, but we are the underdogs here. Not a lot to lose, a huge amount to gain. And if that means I'm Forrest Gump and I become an American hero, then I like Jenny. Rocky Balboa, Pretty Woman, knocks Ivan Drago out. You can call me Vivian Ward of Pretty Woman. It's a little bit gay, but I'll go with it because it's an underdog story that come true. But let's get into some of the tweets. Manny P, bro, hilarious as always. On another note, I had a shitty trading day yesterday. Dude, don't worry. You'll get there with the vision. Ben Morcellus, it will be no time until you become profitable. I've watched the videos and I notice you're getting closer. Thank you, bro. Melanesia, would you recommend to apply to Tim Sykes' challenge? If I need more hands-on training, yes. The challenge gives you webinars from Tim Sykes, Tim Grattani, Mark Crook, sometimes Tim Bone. It's very, very hands-on educational. Teacher Richard, pre-watch the video. You've come a long way in the last 6 months. Great, thanks for sharing. Keep on inspiring us on your journey. Yes, I have come a remarkable way in 6 months. Omar, okay, this is a more negative one. Dude, I'm really happy for you, and I like the way you're learning, but you're promoting Sykes and being his marketing sheep. It's got to go. Well, Omar, thank you, first of all, for the fact that you're enjoying the videos. But a couple of things to address. One, I'm not a sheep in terms of marketing. I've won awards for advertising in terms of England and across the Middle East. And two, Tim Sykes has really instilled discipline on a personal level in my life through his teachings, and also on a trading level, he's making us become profitable. And he's always been there every time on a fucking helpful level, almost like a friend level at some point. Every time I've emailed him, he's been straight back. So he's changed my life a lot for the better, and I'm 100% happy with being in the challenge. So I'm always going to shout about it. And I recommend to everyone, click the affiliate link below, sign up for his services, because I've learned so much from him. So on that note, if you don't like it, then don't watch the videos, because it's never going to stop. Let's get into the stats. Let's get into the trades. You can follow me on these social channels very quickly. Otherwise, trades! Okay, dokie. A very interesting week. And I would say a small step forward. I had this big jump from 34 to 46% accuracy. And then I've averaged towards the top of the range of those of the last 3 months at near 41%, 40.63%. And the percentage of my account balance is going down, 10.872. Now, what's really interesting is the fact that all in all, from 32 trades, commission costs were roughly $400. And if you look at me losses, say if I was flat on commission losses alone, I'm automatically down $400 from commissions. But I'm actually only down 164, which means I've taken 236, say 236, roughly 250, whatever, to make the math easier. Taken roughly like $250 out of the market. So I am profitable in terms of competing against other traders. Now, if I doubled my position sizes next month, and I played, say I doubled my position sizes this month, played everything exactly the same, but with double position sizes. So I usually play 800, play 1600 when I've been playing 1000, play 2000 in each size. That alone would guarantee that I'd be profitable without changing any other variable. So that's very, very promising. And the other thing is, I was just going through some trades. I wrote this blog post on profit.ly, Profitly, and I realized that every time I play the 5-minute U-shaped breakout, the multi-day breakout towards the end of the day, I always win. When I play the framework pattern, I always win 100%. 5 out of 5 I win on 5-minute U-shapes. And when I dip buy, I lose 100% of the time nearly. or like 90% of the time, or 80% of the time. So if I stop dip buying, I double my position size, it's pretty clear that I'm going to be profitable. Now, there's always like kind of intricacies in doubling your position size and feeling comfortable in a trade, so it's not necessarily going to be that easy, but I'm definitely on a very, very, very solid track to coming into profitability, and I'm very pleased about it. Hey, how you going, mate? How you going? Ran to the shrimp on the Barbie from Australia. Drove my car, hit a fucking dingo. Nothing to do with this, but VSR, incredibly bullish chart. We have the run up on earnings, tiny kind of 2-day bull flag, and then it broke out again. And whenever this kind of happens on big volume, and it's got news, it's definitely a play you want to be in on, because it's incredibly bullish signal. So I was in and out of this a couple of times. I was alerted on the stocks to trade news scanner when it popped up, and then I was in it in the 84s, back out in the low 90s for a small profit, and then I was back in here as it was tightening up, making this ascending kind of triangle in the 88s, selling at 205. The first time I was actually at the top of this candle, 204, and then it came back down and actually broke through on the whole dollar mark, which is where a lot of buyers would have been in. This is why you've got this ramp, because it's broke the $2 mark after kind of one, touched it, maybe 3-4 attempts really. Finally broke through, and then I bought it again at about 210. I was about 90 bucks up, and I bought it at not 210. I bought it at 208 as it was making this kind of bull flag. For me, I can see that it's like kind of, it's topped, and then it's bottoming in here, and it's kind of tightening up here, and I was like, oh, I'll just buy it in case it pushes one last time. And I bought it at 207, and then it just slammed back to 201. I was like, oh, I'm out for a very small loss. And overall, like 60 bucks up, but I was 90, and I'll give back 30 on the last one. But not to worry, green trade. So this was a little one difficult to swallow, because I'm upping my position size these days. So I'm taking bigger sizes, like $1,500 to $2,000 positions, where I used to only take 800 to 1,000. But I have to, because I'm taking money from the market, I'm losing it to commission. So the only thing stopping us from being profitable is commission. So play bigger sizes, take bigger profits overall across the month, and that's your profit. So, but strong setup. The market's very hot, very bullish. Leg up, consolidated, gapping up. I thought if this breaks 7, it's the whole dollar break. It's a good chance of being a decent winner. I was like, I just wanted to go take from 7 to about 720, and then put a stop loss in like 695, and just hold the rest. So take half the profits and then hold the rest. But unfortunately, I was in at on the break of 7. I was in at about 703, popped up to 705, and then it just sold off completely. Luckily, I had a stop loss for 690, or 695, 690. So I didn't really lose too much. I mean, could I have given it a bit more time? Yes. Should I have waited for it to show more strength? Probably. Just a little bit of an experience, but not to worry. I'll print it out, put it on the wall, and learn from it. Okay, so ZAIS this is definitely the lesson of the week by far. So I'm really pleased I can show you guys this in the recap, and we can capture some volatility. So you all know that HTGM ran like insane amounts yesterday, and even bigger today. It was the play of yesterday, it's the play of today. And if you look at the pattern, it kind of gapped up, ran, and then long bull flag, and then gapped up and ran again. And if you look at ZAIS, it ran, then it had a bit of a bigger bull flag, but then it gapped up again. So the patterns are quite similar, and also the floats are quite similar. And then, so when ZAIS is gapping up, and I've got to give props to Tim Bourne in the Stocks to Trade webinar, he was the one who pointed this out. He's like, ZAIS is obviously going to run in sympathy to HTGM. And I was like, ah, shit, you're right, which was awesome. So this really saved me, because if we just look at the, one sec, sorry, I think the market's so volatile. If we just look at HTGM now on a one day, and we look at ZAIS, on a 1 day. This is where you get the really interesting finding. And now I've seen in the past their experience that in the morning we had the stocks just washing out, and sometimes it's easy to quickly write them off, but as soon as it started to run HTGM, I mean, I missed it, 934, 935, 936, I saw it was shooting through the roof like a supernova, flying through space to Mars and Jupiter and Japan. Okay, so it was running through, and then my immediate reaction, say this is 936, my immediate reaction was ZAIS is a sympathy play, whereas ZAIS at 936, it's here. And I bought in at 360 knowing that HTGM is running to the fucking moon, and I knew that ZAIS was at least, I mean, say if HTGM went to Jupiter, ZAIS was at least going to the moon. So I just basically bought in, knowing that it should be a pretty sure thing, and in the 360s, and I followed it right up to the 4s. As soon as I saw HTGM coming down a bit, I just sold ZAIS, and it was a bit of an easy win, and it was a let off because I fucked up IMMU. But grateful for the gift, left it green on the day. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the content and the trades. Thank you for being part of the journey, but I just want to take this closing opportunity to address something serious. And I know that a lot of the times you guys see me as like in this kind of character or this kind of person, but I really want to say something personal to you guys because it's quite important to me, and it's something that's been bothering us a lot lately. So I hope that you can accept us and accept me for this, because I kind of get this, and I don't know how to address it, but it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit like a... It's kind of like a burning sensation to fucking succeed as the underdog. Type in the description box, we are the underdogs. Live the dream! I'll see you later!
I don't believe you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you. Mercy, pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Pretty woman, I couldn't help but see. Pretty woman,